Mathew chapter 24. Then Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came up to him to show him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said to them, Do not see all these things? Surely I say to you, not one stone shall be left over another that shall not be thrown down. Now as he sat on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, saying, Tell us, when will we see these things be, and what will be the sign of your coming at the end of the age? And Jesus answered and said to them, Take heed that no one deceives you. For many will come in my name's sake, saying, I am the Christ, and will deceive many. And you will hear of wars, rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but that is not the end yet. For nation will rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in various places, all of these beginning of sorrows. Then they will deliver you up for tribulation and kill you, and you will be hated by all nations for my name's sake. And then many will be offended, will betray one another, and will be hated one another. Then many false prophets will arise and deceive many. And because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. But he who endures till the end shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to all the nations, and then the end will come. Therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation spoken to by the prophet Daniel standing in the holy place, whoever reads, let him understand. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let him who is on the housetop not go down to take anything out of his house, and let him go who is in the field not go back and get his clothes. But woe to those who are pregnant and those who are nursing babies in those days. And let us pray that your flight may not be in the winter or on Sabbath. For then there shall be great tribulation such as never before seen since the beginning of the world, until this time, no, not nor will ever shall be. And unless those days were shortened, no flesh would be saved. But for elect's sake, in those days shall be shortened. Then, if anyone says to you, Look, there he is, the Christ, or there, do not believe it. For false Christs and false prophets will arise and show great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. See, I've told you these things beforehand. Therefore, if they say to you, Look, he is in the desert, do not go out, or look, he is in the inner rooms, do not believe it. For as lightning comes from the east and flashes to the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. For wherever the carcass is, there the eagles will be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. The stars will fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens will be shaken. Then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in heaven, and then all the tribes on earth will mourn, and they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. He will send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they will gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Now, learn this parable from the fig tree. When its branches are already become tender and puts forth leaves, you know that summer is near. So you also, when you see these things, know that it is near at the doors. Surely, I say to you, this generation will not pass away by any means until all these things have taken place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will by no means pass away. But of all that day An hour no one knows, not even the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall be when the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days before the flood, they were eating, drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered the ark. And they did not know until the flood came and took them all away. So will be the coming of the Son of Man be. Then 2 men will be in the field, one will be taken, the other one left. 2 women will be grinding at the mill, one will be taken, the other one left. Watch therefore, for you do not know what hour your Lord is coming. But know this, that if the master of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not allowed his house to be broken into. Therefore, you also be ready, for the Son of Man, he is coming at an hour you do not expect. Who, then, is the faithful and wise servant, whom his master has made ruler over his household to give them food in due season? Blessed is the servant whom his master, when he comes, will find him doing. Surely I say to you, that he will make him ruler of all of his goods. But if that evil servant in his heart, my master is delaying his coming, and begins to beat his fellow servants, and then to eat and drink with the drunkards, the master of the servant will come on a day when he is not looking for him, and at that hour that he is not aware of, and will cut him into two, and appoint him as his portion over the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.